What's up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. We are live. First in the house today was Stang 2007. What up, Stang? Then it was Craig Lilly, as always. Kale 130 in the house. Giant Robots. James Ray. We got Chemical Aid. Cal S. Who says, "Hi everyone, quick question. What's the proper temps for a Ryzen 5600G?" I mean, I would say anywhere between like 60 to 75 under load. Maybe a little higher if you're like using the APU and the CPU in an intense workload. But below 80 on a stock cooler, I wouldn't be too concerned, I don't think. What is the safe temp though? Let me look real quick. 5600G safe temp. 95. Okay, yeah. It's not like you want to push up to that throttle temp, but yeah, I would say into the mid 70s. We got Rflet who says, "Okay, big tech drama this week." I don't know. Well, depends on what the tech is. Last week's tech drama with EK Water Block is kind of like the biggest thing that's happened in the last, since, was the whole Linus thing the last big tech thing besides that? What up, FG204? We got Coalition Gaming Chris in the house who's stuck in traffic. What up, Justin K? Before, my commute was like 10-15 minutes. It wasn't the commute, it was the walk, because of the way that the parking lot worked, going into like a big factory. So it was like parking was kind of like off site, and sometimes you would, if you came in late enough, you would have to take like a shuttle to get to your building. Otherwise, it was from walking from the parking lot to your desk could be like 10 minutes in itself. So what up, Nathan Tasker Force? All right, so we're just chilling real quick. I'm gonna eat my chips. Let me know if this is too loud. I'm looking at the audio levels, and if I crunch correctly, the crunch it doesn't like peak too loud, but if it's annoying, I won't eat on stream. I'm just trying to get a snack in real quick. The thing about chips is that it's really loud in your own head because your mouth is like right here. But like I'm looking at the audio levels, it's below 20 decibels full, so it's not annoying. Well, okay, if anyone complains, then I'll stop eating, but we got these Miss Vicky's from Costco, jalapeno chips. I'm trying to think of what my favorite chips are. Like, of all the chip flavors to exist, I know jalapeno's in the top. Jalapeno, hot Cheetos, what other chips? Sour cream and cheddar, Ruffles. But those are some of my favorite chips, though I don't know what I would put at the very top spot, though. I can always add the NVIDIA noise suppression filter to your mic source. If you, do you have to have an NVIDIA card for that one? I'm not even Radeon, Chris. I'm Intel Arc. Yeah. Oh, so that would be one reason that to switch back to an NVIDIA card for all those streaming features, because I do stream very regularly, once a week. But yeah. What's up, Cammy Hudson? What's up, Pyra? Have you ever had the dill? No, dill. I'm not a fan of pickles. So I don't like pickled flavored products. I like cucumbers. I like the versions of fruit that aren't pickled. But yeah, the tanginess of like vinegar pickled stuff, not a fan of, unfortunately. But okay, R-Flet with this week's tech drama. Gamers Nexus investigated into EK Waterblock international scandal. Twitch streamer. So we know about the EK Waterblock thing. They're continuing the thing. Like even more news came out. I didn't see if Gamers Nexus talked about it, but regarding like the whole racist employees and racist culture at EK. Let's see. Twitch streamer Demons places 30K bounty on head of free speech activist Mark Kearns. I did not hear about that. 30K bounty? What does that even mean? Like, this isn't like a hit, like not like a bounty, like a hit, right? Like, you know, like killing. What is the bounty though? Or it might be. Let me look this up. I had not heard or seen this. But then again, the Twitch streamers aren't necessarily like the tech space. Okay, so raises bounty on his head to 30,000. Like, you would have to be stupid to publicly do something like this, right? To basically put an open bounty or calling for a hit on someone. Literally, because when I think bounty, sometimes I think of like Dog the Bounty Hunter, you know, where you're not killing a person, but this is actually kind of crazy. Of course, they get the Asmongold, what's it called? The Asmongold reaction. It was a joke. It was a joke, they said. Okay. Oh, yeah. Who'd make this person disappear? Okay. Well, that's pretty stupid to openly do that on the internet, where once you post something, it's permanent. Do I have any bad experiences with EK in general? I have zero experience with EK. I have never bought or used any of their products before. Their products are just way out of my budget territory. I've only custom cooled one system ever, and that was that Corsair hardline kit that they sent me to try out. But like that, while that was fun and there was like an artistic aspect to water cooling, like custom water cooling, I would never want my own personal system to be custom water cooled because of the maintenance aspect of it. You know, making sure you swap out the coolant however often you need to, just to make sure stuff doesn't clog up. But yeah, that's too much work for me, man. Just stick an air cooler in it. An AIO isn't too bad either, but just because it's a closed loop system that you technically never have to open it up for the life of the product. But yeah, I'm not a fan of not only all the work that has to go into it, and then just the maintenance afterwards. Cammy Hudson with the 18-month member message. Don't put tea in your custom loop cooling. Yes, don't put tea in there because there's organic material in there. I know companies have done that for like product placement, or at least I think they have. Like, I'm sure like some soda company or energy drink company has, has done that for like a themed PC that they've done, but that's not something you're supposed to do long term. Also, yeah, carbonated liquid I don't think would do well with like just the pumps and like the fins and of the pump blocks and stuff like that. What's funny about that is Corsair custom water cooling has a lot of former EK guys. Now they might get the rest of them. One of my issues with custom water cooling too is if you decide that you want to upgrade, I guess when you upgrade your CPU, it's not as big of a deal because that's like the height of where the CPU sits off the motherboard is pretty standard. But if you decide you want to switch graphics cards or upgrade graphics cards, the cost of like a water block for a graphics card itself already costs as much as like a mid-range graphics card. You're spending $200 to $300 just for the plate for a graphics card. So to me, that's just like ridiculous. Why not just spend and buy a, because they make let's see, EK, let's see if we can look this up. So EK water block, let's just look at like RTX 3070, right? So yeah, 3080, did they ever make one for 3070? Asus EK water block for it's, now granted the 3070 is old now, but just think about when at the time when it was, oh wait, this isn't too bad because it includes the graphics card. I'm trying to look for just the block to add onto it. Let's see, like 4070 water block. Yeah, so you're looking at, depending on the model, right? You're looking at, this one is from China. I've not heard of this brand, Sharik, but let's say you want it, geez, okay. Alpha Cool, but just looking at the water blocks for something like a 4070, which is like a $500 to $600 graphics card, and you're spending $200 extra, wouldn't you have rather just put that money into a better graphics card? And I know it's the aesthetics thing, it's the like artistic side of it, you're spending more not for performance, but for me, it just, I would never personally do that. Chris has spent $150 on his Corsair 3080 block. Not the worst price. That isn't the worst price. Especially if you got that at like when the 3080, within a year of that coming out. Like the 3080 was an expensive card. So now I don't know if I would water block one because you can find them for what, like $400 or $500. But when it first came out, when it was really expensive, it makes more sense to throw a water block onto a more expensive card. But even then, man, I don't know, the 200-ish, up to $200, and that doesn't include anything else that you would need. I would rather stick, yeah, that I'm in that boat. I would rather stick to air cooling as well. Kling says, dang, it's so bright outside, you can't believe it's 8. It's only 5 where I am, but it is also very bright outside. We're just gonna do the weekly weather check. And it is super bright outside. You can't even really see, it's so bright. But yeah, weather has been crappy actually this past weekend. It was raining a bit in Washington, but it is sunny hopefully throughout the rest of the week. Oh, I do have one unboxing to do before we, okay, we're about 15 minutes in the stream. Let me do this one unboxing. All right, so I got this in just yesterday. This is feeling kind of light. What I bought, I'm hoping is all here. I bought from a reputable seller on eBay, and they have like, how many transactions here? They have, reputation-wise, 863,099.8 positive. So it's feeling lighter than I would have thought, so it seems like they might have only put half of it in it. So let me unbox this real quick, and then we'll get on to the main topic of the stream, which is going to be deal hunting in your guys' local area. Okay. Oh, and this serves as proof of me unboxing it, should I have to, what's it called, file for a refund, because I just unboxed it on stream, and it's recorded. So, you know, some people, myself included, we're paranoid when we buy things. I don't do it for stuff that's this cheap, but like for more expensive stuff, you record the unboxing just in case you have to file for a return. But all right, so I bought some shoes. These are the Adams collaboration with MKBHD. And please tell me there's 2 shoes in here. Oh, there are! Sweet! Thank you. These are pretty light shoes, which is kind of a good thing. All right. So, dude, these are lightweight. Holy crap. Grade C, it says. let me take a look. So here's what I bought. So the reason I bought them, and I'll explain why. So these are normally 190 bucks, which I would never, even though I love, you know, MKBHD and his content, one of my favorite content creators. Been watching him probably the longest out of every tech content creator out there. But even then, I cannot justify spending $189 on some freaking shoes. But so here's the seller, like I was saying, Post Moda, 863,000 sales, 99.8 positive. So if you look at their stuff, they're just a bunch of like designer stuff. So these were down to 62 bucks, which after tax brings it in under $70. And yeah, I don't know why these were discounted so much. My only thought process is that MKBHD actually released an updated model, the 251.1s. So these might just be overstock. Plus, this is not a popular size. I'm a size 7. So I'm just wondering if these didn't sell or something and they just bought them up at a bulk discount and they're reselling it for a little bit of profit. I'm not a sneakerhead. So I'm by no means a sneakerhead. The only shoe I wear is Vessies. But the reason I bought these, I'm not planning on wearing these like on the street outside. So as you guys have known, if you've been watching the streams for the last however long, I've gotten into roller skating recently, and I'm needing a second pair of roller skates, but I don't want to buy pre-built. I want to build my own. So what you can do with roller skates is you can buy the plates and mount them to any shoe that you want. So I figured, you know, why not buy a cool shoe like this and then make roller skates out of them, and probably be the only Atom 251s with roller skates on them. And this is what it looks like. Let's see, like Nike high top roller skates. So it would look something like this. And I've been needing a second pair because I need an indoor and an outdoor pair, but it would look something similar to this. So people, those are skate park ones, but yeah, so basically taking sneakers and turning roller skates into them. And I didn't want to buy Nikes and stuff because they're expensive, and like a lot of people have already done this with like Nikes and stuff, right? But doing it with MKBHD's shoes, I'm pretty sure I would be one of the only, if not the only people in the world with MKBHD roller skate shoes. So yeah, that's why I bought these. I needed like some kind of base sneaker to go off of. And you know, these were only 70 bucks, and you know, I get to rep one of my favorite content creators out there and build myself a new pair of skates. So sweet. These came, I mean, they are in new condition. You can't really see because it's blown out, but like they're not yellowed at all. Brand new soles. It says grade C, so the box is damaged. So for people who are sneakerheads, if you care about the quality of your box, like in here, it does say grade C. You probably can't see that on the camera, but this little sticky note says it was a grade C, which is, because they are new shoes, no way they're grade C's for the shoes, unless there's something about sneaker culture that I don't understand. I'm thinking it might just be for the box. But yeah, there we go. But what are my thoughts on sneaker culture? I don't understand. I mean, I understand sneaker culture with regards to like scarcity and collection items and stuff like that. They're valued as much as people are willing to pay. I personally would never pay over MSRP for shoes. You know, I'll just buy another pair of shoes that I can actually get at the appropriate price. But I mean, I'm trying to think, is there anything in the PC tech space that is kind of related to, it's not just like sneaker culture too. There's like Pokemon card collection, which is like how, you know, a piece of cardboard printed trading card game card going for like hundreds if not thousands of dollars. I wouldn't pay that much myself, but I'm trying to think of in the PC space, maybe like older hardware might be valued, kind of like old school like Macs and stuff, right? Or Apple computers and IBMs and stuff. Those kind of have gained a little bit of value over time. But aside from that, there's not like a ton that people, oh, keyboards, I guess. So not PC hardware specifically, but like with the rare limited drop mechanical keyboards and sometimes mice and other peripherals, I guess there is a reselling and like scalping culture there. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything else that's in the same line to that. But I mean, dude, people can spend their money how they want. I'm not gonna judge them too harshly for it. I would just say I wouldn't personally spend that much. And if you're someone who I care about in my life, like friends or family and stuff, and I see you doing stuff like that, I will try to talk you out of it. But if it's strangers on the internet, you know, they're not gonna listen to me anyway, so. Craig Lilly says, last pair of shoes I bought online sent me 2 left shoes. Where'd you buy that from, Craig? Yeah, but Fernando, I'm not a sneakerhead at all. The box is in bad shape, which is a deal breaker for sneakerheads. Yeah, so me not being a sneakerhead, I was able to cop a pair for about almost a little bit, maybe like 35-40% of the price. More than half off for sure. So I'm excited to build some skates around them. They're not Payless Shoe Light. I haven't held a pair of Payless shoes, but the thing is, I'm not sure if I would say they're Payless Shoe Light, but I wear Vessies, and Vessies are very light as well. And I would say the build quality of Vessies are really good, because I'm still wearing like one of my original pairs for multiple years now. The materials on here are light, but I don't know anything about shoes with regards to their weight and their quality, so. Yeah, are there fake MKBHD shoes? I wouldn't think so. So the seller I bought them from, which is 99.8% positive with over nearly 1 million sales now, they guarantee it's authentic. How can I tell? I don't know. But I don't think MKBHD and Adams are a big enough company that people would put in the effort to set up like shop to make counterfeits, you know? For something like Nikes, Adidas, maybe Pumas and stuff, that makes sense. But I don't know if like this niche of a product warrants the effort it would go into to make counterfeits. But yeah. Does Payless still exist? I think they still do. I could have sworn I've seen them recently. But your purchase doesn't support MKBHD, right? Since it was used, bro. He already got paid for these shoes. When the company that bought it from him to like alleviate his overstock or whatever the reason was, he already got paid for them. So I'm paying the company. And if you think about it, if there was not customers like me buying from this company on eBay, they wouldn't be in the business to buy overstock from MKBHD. So I'm indirectly supporting him, if that makes sense. Yeah. Do they got that crack like new smell? Don't people lick them? Yeah, it smells brand new. People usually lick their shoes, right? I'm not a sneakerhead, so I'm not gonna do that. So, have you worn Jordan 1s? I have not. I've only owned 1 pair of Jordans in my entire life, and that was when I was a kid that I got as a gift. I don't even remember which ones they were. They were red and white, which does not narrow down the selection of them. But yeah, that was when I was like 8 years old or something, so. Someone asked a really interesting question. No, bought Jordans and they sent him Shaqs. Yo, shout out to Shaq though. If you look up like Shaq explaining why he prices his shoes the way that he does, it's actually pretty baller. Shaq basically wanting to make his shoes, you know, affordable for the masses, because not everyone can afford Jordans. So yeah, good on Shaq for that one. I like his chicken restaurant too. So someone asked, okay, Hyoku asked, have you ever bought possibly stolen PC hardware? The one time, and there's a, if I can bring up that video, the one time it might have been stolen, nerd on a budget, stolen PC. Can I? Where is it? I forgot how much. It's an old video. But let me see if I can find it. This is like, okay, here we go. It's around this time frame. It was a ride along video. I'll link it here if you want to watch it after the fact, but the one time I bought one, I just got some weird vibes from the sale. Oh, sketchy Craigslist $100 PC from 6 years ago. Yeah, I'll link it here. So this video, like, I bought the PC. The person seems like they seemed like they didn't know anything about it. Just the way that they were dressed instead. And I'm not trying to be like judgy or anything like that, but I don't know. Just watch the video and see if you can catch the way I like explain it and the vibes from it. But I bought $100. It was like this tower. The power supply, I think one of the connectors was missing on the 24 pin. And it didn't work, so I ended up troubleshooting it, but yeah. Was that the nope out and drive off one? No. That one was different. The nope out and drive off was when I was trying to give a computer away, and a car pulled up next to me, and they, like, in like a random part of a parking lot, far away from everybody else, yeah, a person, like a car full of people actually pulled up to me and they kept looking over at me. They could have been doing something else, but I noped out, drove off, but then I came back and parked closer to the gas station. That was a different story. But yeah, now I'm realizing, like, I've had, of all my PC purchases over the years, I have had some pretty, like, interesting stories, like, built up in the catalog. But yeah. How, do you care if it's stolen or not? That's a good question. If I knew 100% that it was stolen somehow, which I don't know, how could you tell if it was stolen? Like, if you logged into the PC and on the drive it still had the account on there, I don't even know if that would be like an indication 100% that it was stolen. It could just be a negligent seller not clearing off their data. Obviously, if I 100% in my head knew it was stolen, I would care, yes, and I would not buy it. But if I find out that it was stolen after the fact, I don't know if there's much you could do then. And then, but leading up to it, how do you tell if something was stolen? Like, whether it be this or like a cell phone you're buying, some shoes or anything like that. Jean Remy Dorval says, do you flip PCs? If so, do you prefer online or local? I don't flip PCs. Well, I don't flip it in the market. I flip, or I build PCs and sell them to people that I know. People that I know and people that they know, right? So that there's at least some kind of degree of like knowing the person. I don't like selling just straight up in the local market. I'll do it sometimes if I have to get rid of stuff. But Local, always preferred. Once you start selling online, no matter what, like, you know, eBay, Jawa, Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, once you take a transaction online, not only do you, if you sell enough, you have to pay taxes on it and all that stuff, but just like dealing with shipping, dealing with a customer thousands of miles away, potentially complaining, then filing for a refund, that's just like headaches that I don't need. Selling local, it's like, here it is, you buy it as is, you know, if something's wrong with it and it's reasonable, I may help out, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, with online, there's too many protections for the buyers now that even if the buyer does something stupid, you could be on the hook for it as a seller. And it's really hard to prove who was right otherwise. And if you're like eBay was gonna side with the buyer. So yeah, local, using OfferUp or Facebook or maybe even Craigslist, but yeah. Buying it and finding the original owner to give it back. Yeah, that would be some pretty cool content. Though, how do you specifically search for what's it called? Stolen tech. And then before you even spend however many, potentially hundreds of dollars, how do you make sure it's a high chance of you being able to find the original person who owned it that was stolen from? That would be very high risk, low reward potential content. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that in my head too. If I did that and I said, all right, time to be a good Samaritan, post the Facebook ad, hey, I bought this computer but found out it was stolen. If this is yours, come pick it up. How many people would hit up that ad trying to convince you that they are the original owner of the PC? Oh, man. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Definitely selling local. But all right, on to the main topic of this stream. So what I wanted to do is, because so many people often complain about having horrible hardware deals or even some good hardware deals in the area. First off, I want to ask, is anyone specifically looking to buy either hardware or a full PC in their local market? This could be a chance for us as a community to look through these ads and help people find good deals in their area if they have money ready to spend. Now, I want to prioritize people who are actually looking for parts so that we could help them out. But if nobody has money in hand ready to go, we could just browse deals in your local area and just see what, is around. So, all right, SDHB is looking to buy hardware in their area. What are you looking to buy and how much do you have to spend? Let's see if we can help you out here. And I do have Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp, and I guess I should bring up Craigslist. And maybe we could find, so SDHB. All right, so I Am Perplexed is also looking for at least one GPU in Winnipeg. Let me write these down. So we've got that, but we first have SDHB first, who's looking for hardware. Bakersfield, California. If you guys could put the price too of like what you're looking to spend, that would be a big help. Okay, let's see. Hey, Brett, what's up? Congrats on being selected as Gaming Creator for YouTube of May. Yeah, so there's a thing going on right now, like Asian Pacific Islander creators that YouTube are trying to promote. So the funny thing is, Brett, did you see that there's two different categories? There's a gaming category and then a tech tips category. When I filled out the survey, when they asked if I would be interested in being featured, they did not ask what category to, put yourself in. YouTube decided the category. So I just filled out the thing and said, yes, I'm a, Asian content creator. Here's my information and stuff like that. And then they put me into the gaming category with like the other gaming related channel. And I was like, I think technically I'm more of tech, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. But yeah, I should be in tech tips. I do have the email of the contact of who's setting it up. Maybe I'll email them and said, hey, I think my channel might be better in this category. But if you don't want to move it, no biggie. I'm grateful to be featured regardless. But thanks. Which, by the way, I've tried your coffee and I've had it on multiple occasions, Brett. It is very good. I just drink it black using a Vietnamese filter. So thank you for sending that, by the way. I did open it on one of the streams. I did not send you a clip. I'll send it to you afterwards. But yeah, I did unbox it like, oh God, it must have been like a month and a half or so ago. But thank you for sending that, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay, what else we got? I Am Perplexed is looking for $250 GPU. All right, I'm trying to get caught up with these. I'm a flipper in Surrey, so whatever's in the area. Oh, so you don't, okay, you're a flipper. So we'll take it, just look at like random deals. Would I buy a 3060 Ti for 200 bucks? Oof. I mean, I bought one for 220 like a year ago. I don't know what their prices are going for right now. So we're going to get looking to the browsing as soon as I find what their pricing is. 200 sounds reasonable, but depending on what they're actually going for, you can get them in working condition for, oh wow, seriously, 3060 Ti's are, okay, 200 bucks sounds like a pretty good deal, because these are all parts only, and of the one, did the price of these go up? I could have sworn, or did they stay around the same? Because I bought mine in person for like 220-ish. And with the eBay fees, this price makes sense. But that means these would have been stagnant in price for like the last 6 months or so. Okay. Oh, here's what I should do. Stream submissions. So I've got a few people, but be sure to post in the stream submissions on the Discord so that it could go in order, because the messages they just kind of flew by. So I've got a decent place to start with SDHB, I Am Perplexed, and Abe. So we're gonna take a look at Abe. We're gonna look at SDHB first. SDHB, what area did you say again? You're a flipper in Surrey, okay. Let's see, so we gotta go to Surrey. Oh man, friggin' looking at Canada, and the pricing is gonna like, okay. Graphics cards, you're a flipper, huh? I think graphics cards are the most, that and like CPUs are definitely the most exciting things to look out for. 30 bucks for a 280X, that's pretty old. 1060 okay, what is, now I gotta look up the Canadian conversion. 1 USD to CAD. 1.3, 1.4 almost. Okay, here, let me do the 100 CAD to USD. So every 100 bucks is about, let's say, $75-ish. We'll be conservative. Okay. Here's a free 574 gigabyte. Got a new GPU, send your offers. Oh god, I hate this. I would, if you troll this person, please. Actually, no, don't. No, that's bad. I should not, this is almost like doxing. If I tell people to like mass troll a person, don't do that. But don't put free, like god. Don't list stuff for free and ask for offers. If anything, people should send lowballs all day. As legit offers, obviously. We're not trying to like dox and troll people like that. 1080 for 170? Oh man. So that's like 200 something. No. CA 3/4. 160, so this is like 130-ish. When it's not nicely divisible by like 1.5 or 1 or like 2 and stuff like that, the math in my brain slows down a lot. Hate when they $1, you click it and they said not $1. Yeah, for sure. Let's look at, so graphics cards is too vague. So RTX 3070s, I feel like are in a really, 3070s, 3060s, can I put multiple at a time? And Facebook is smart enough to show me all of them. So it's showing me, so 370, okay. I might have to do a no Canada requests because 320. So we're looking at 3/4 of that divided by 4 is 80 bucks minus. So this is like a $240 3060 Ti, right? Which is about what we were seeing on eBay in the US, but this is a local deal. It is Canada though, so pricing is a little bit more difficult. So if we can find anything for 3060 Ti or less than 300, it would be more of a compelling offer. Let's just sort by 3070s. Yeah, see, this is too vague of a search, and you're not looking for something specific. SDHB, you are a flipper, so I mean, it's not helping you like with a personal system as much as it's helping you just flip more systems and make more money. So I think I'm gonna have to unfortunately move on, just because, I mean, this Canadian currency is screwing me over big time, but also because this isn't gonna be like personally for your own PC, but for flipping. But I mean, you know, we tried, and I'm not seeing any too crazy good deals that pop out at me. So all right, we're moving on. We got Perplex in Winnipeg. So Winnipeg, also Canada. Dude, do I have, do I just have a ton of Canadian viewers? Okay, you're wanting a GPU in Winnipeg for $250 Canadian, I'm guessing. I am perplexed. Oh crap. Did I just miss Nathan Tasker's birthday? No, Nathan's birthday is in a week. Oh, that is exactly next Wednesday, which will be a stream day. Turning 50. All right, so happy early birthday, but if you're in stream next week, please remind. I'm pretty sure my bad memory, I would forget, but happy early birthday. You can push the 30. Okay, there we go. This is what I'm talking about. Because you gave an actual price that you're looking for, even though you're in Canadian, you're looking for 300 CAD. So this makes it a lot easier than with SDHB's request, which didn't give a price like, you know, that they were trying to stay within in currency. So this is a lot easier. So you're looking for a graphics card willing to push up to 300 CAD. All right, this gives us a better idea because we're seeing like 3060s for 330. So do you have a brand preference? I am perplexed. Like, do you care about Team Red versus Team Green, or I guess Team Blue, if that even matters? Because we're looking for 300 CAD. We're getting a gist of what things are costing. And there's a 3060 for a little bit over 300. There's a 2080 Super for 350. So it's looking like we'll be in the 3060 range of performance. But let me see, like, how much are these going for? Negative on the caring. Okay, so you don't care Team Red or Team Green. Oh my god. Looks like there's actually pretty limited. When I put in 5700 XT, there's like nothing actually even coming up. So Winnipeg right here. So 230 for a 5700 XT. About 3/4. So where's that? 60. So this works out to be about like 170-ish USD, 170, 160-ish USD. Okay, not a crazy good deal. Our market is slim. It has to supersede a 2060. All right, come on, 6600 XTs is like where it's at when it usually comes to value. Here's the same one for 230. Here's 240 for 6600, which works out to be 180. Not an amazing deal, but if you're in a slim market, $75. So this is like a $225 US dollar 3060 right here. Yeah, dang, not that great of deals. 5700 XTs have gone up in price due to all the YouTubers making it the meta card. Yeah, 5700 and 5700 XTs, they are pretty good cards. See, the thing is, the 5600 XT is also a pretty decent card if you don't have something that's around that performance level, but I don't think that's a big enough jump up to a from a 2060. Dang, this is actually rough. Let's see if a 6700, if there's anything in this market. Like, 6800 for 600 Canadian? What are people smoking? I had a weird dream that I actually went from a 6600 to a 5700 XT. That is a weird dream because you're dreaming about hardware. Intel Arc, I mean, that's usually not the play if you want value and performance. It's Canada, so they're smoking weed. Well, a lot of other states are smoking weed as well. I'm like, you're bottlenecking. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything worthwhile here. Okay, so what exactly is 300 CAD? So 300 CAD to USD is only $220, which is around what the 3060s go for. I think the unfortunate thing is you are trying to upgrade from a 2060, which, how much are those going for nowadays? Like what, 120, 130 probably? Around 120 if I had to guess. Your budget isn't, and when that card came out, it was what, 350 or something, right? Your budget right now isn't the biggest for upgrading from like a decent functioning card, if that makes sense, right? Had you had like an RX 580 or like a GTX 1060 or something super budget, and you had around 200-ish US dollars to upgrade, that gives you like a big performance increase. But you have a 2060 and you have 300 CAD, which is like your max that you're willing to push to. You were looking for less than that. You're looking for only 250 initially, which is less than 200 US dollars. I would say to wait. I would save more to get a bigger upgrade because I don't think it's really worth, in my opinion, picking up a 3060 right now. I would say to wait and save up more money. Chat is moving fast, so no one will see this. I have a crush on Tifa. Yeah, we see this, Jason. Yeah, so I am perplexed. That's probably not the answer that you wanted, but just looking at your local area, I was looking for the popular graphics cards. Like, I looked at all the popular ones, but just doing the conversion, 220 USD equivalent, is not enough to get you a big enough upgrade to be warranted. So, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, you can definitely hold, save more, and we can revisit this conversation down the line. And then maybe we could actually find something. But yeah, okay. Next we have Abe Abe, you still in the house? I gotta make sure people are still here. Thank you for staying the whole time though. I am perplexed. Abe, so you're looking for Bakersfield, California. Really good area to search, typically. But it depends on what you're looking for. I didn't catch the detail. If you can, Bakersfield, California. Why now? This is just in kilometers all of a sudden. Okay, 27 miles, which is about like a 30-minute drive. Reasonable. All right. So Abe, I didn't catch it. What are you looking to spend? And you're looking at least you're looking for a graphics card, but what is your budget? 380 max. Okay. We're gonna just check out the 3080 scene real quick. Okay, so there are, wow, this one is exactly 380 bucks. Okay, let me keep looking though. 375. So you're in 3080 territory. Which is, I mean, they've been going for about this much for a really long time. I don't think it's gonna be enough to get a 3080 Ti. I don't know, we might though. Let's see, 3080 Ti, 460, here's one, 900 bucks, cool. I'm gonna sort by date listed newest first, because sometimes Facebook be showing you stuff that was listed like 2 years ago. Yeah, I think 3080 is gonna be the best price. But we might be able to find something. Dude, California deals sometimes are ridiculous. Here's the 3080 Ti for 455. Okay. I mean, what would we would be looking at like a 6900. The only issue with the cards like the 6900 and 6950 XT is that I don't think, because they are like higher end and AMD, the amount of them in quote unquote used circulation is gonna be way more limited. Yeah, like here, and 650, are these people crazy? 650, you were able to buy this brand new for like, how much were these going for? Like $5.99 or something on Newegg not too long ago. 300 for a 6700 XT new. That's actually a pretty good price, because that's new. Yeah, so 6900 and 6950 XT is pretty limited. Just for fun, let's look at 3090. I don't think anyone's gonna be selling this under like 500 bucks, but we'll take a look. Oh, nope, this is out of your budget too. Yeah, okay. But people are selling 7800 XTs, which came out at 500 bucks for a decent discount, 420, not bad. Shoot, 380 bucks. Man, even this one pops up again. Yeah, 380 bucks. What do you have right now, Abe? Or are you looking to put this in some other build that doesn't have something already in it? Ooh, this is a scam. Let's take a look at this one. Can't you tell just by looking this instantly that this is a scam? You got a 4070 for 300 bucks yesterday? What platform? That's crazy. Yeah, you're right. I have to set the nearest for. Well, no. So the issue is Arctic Eagles. The filter is already set to this, but when you start getting these other areas, it's because you've already exhausted the searches related to your search. So yeah, you're right. As soon as I start getting into like Nevada, I should ignore them. But I did. This is very interesting. This one right here. This $335 3080 Ti, which screams scam all over it, used like new. Seller information, Darlene Cersei, huh? From New York. Shipping to you. Yeah. I don't think anyone would ship you a 3080 Ti. No returns for this item. Scam City. Did I miss Abe's, what Abe said? Abe, do you have is this going into like a system that's being newly built, or is it replacing a graphics card that's already existing? Yeah, I mean, the only other one would be like the 6800 XT is around that price range. But between the 6800 XT and the 3080, what was the relative performance? I need to look that up. 3080 benchmarking games. Okay, let's see. Oh, here it is. Hardware unboxed with okay, old data. Where's the 1440p is what we care about. Percentage difference. Okay, where's the average? Do they have an average chart? So I would, yeah, they're about neck and neck. I mean, there's more games actually where NVIDIA performs better, because this is 6800 XT versus the 3080. So anything positive is how much better the 6800 XT is over 3080. Anything negative is how much worse it is. And you see games, I mean, so you have like double-digit performance increases as well as double-digit performance decreases. So close to neck and neck enough. But if you were to look at Facebook, Abe, newly built system with 380, newly built, but you could use used cards, right? Like, It's being built, but not on new parts. Let's see, what do we got? So 60, wow. At that point, you could just buy a 78. No, but that's over your budget by 40 bucks, which is like 10%. You can't just ignore that. Here's a new 7800 XT. With this being new, this one might be worth getting. With cash in hand, you're able to open it or even test it out on my PC. This isn't bad at all. 7800 XT Red Devil. This is actually one of the nicer models. 20 bucks over your budget, but if you're trying to resell this PC though, the 3080 might be the play to go. I still think if you had two identical systems side by side, one with the 3080 and one with the 7800 XT, you would be able to sell the one with the 3080 potentially faster and for more money. But this is brand new though, and they're letting you open it in front of them in California. The 6800 XT, where was that one? Oh, here's one for 350. Oh, nope, that's not in the area in California. 6750 XT for 300 bucks. Oh, Rancho Cucamonga, is that 2.5 hours away? Where's Bakersfield on this map? Is Bakersfield gonna be on here? Do they say the, man, I'm gonna have to go open some goo. Oh, that is very far, okay. Might be worth the trip. I mean, the pricing is good. 3 hours each way, that's a 6-hour trip. Unless you're already going there. Okay. If we go by nearest first, this one's a 6800 for 350. There's actually nothing here. Let me put it in 7800. Is there really nothing in the area? 460, yeah, see, even when I put what nearest first, come on. Here, I'll increase the miles to 60 miles. That's only 1 hour away. Though I don't know if that's gonna help it at all. Nope. All right, looking at this, Diamond Bar, California. What? 350 bucks for a 3080? How far is this away? Used, no box, cash only, meet at Walnut Police Station. Okay, this is actually pretty surprising. Something, I don't know, this might be legit. 3 active listings, joined Facebook recently though. They're saying meet at the police station. I mean, where is this? So, yeah, so this is in Diamond Bar, California. This must have been snatched up already, right? There's no way this would be still available. Here, I'm gonna post this, Abe. So this one's closer and you're getting a 3080 Ti. I don't... This was listed 2 weeks ago. What's your guys' experience with Facebook Marketplace when sellers like don't delist things that are already gone? Like 2 weeks? I mean, at this price for this graphics card listed 2 weeks ago, this is unlikely available still. But yeah, man, I mean, unless you're willing to drive, this was listed 6 days ago, this might also be gone. All right, I think 3080 is gonna be the best deal for you, though it doesn't look like there's anything super close to your specific area. I mean, we looked at everything that price range really offers. I guess you could spend less money. Are you willing to spend less? Because you don't have to spend up to the full 380, right? Like, let's look at the 3070 real quick, or 3070 Ti. Close to Bakersfield. Oh my God, why are you showing me this? I'm gonna put 400 as the max to get all that out of the way. You have a $350 3070 Supreme. Okay, that's not really that good of a deal. That's your listing in the middle. Which one? This one right here? Hyuka. All right. Okay, so before we move on to the next one, Abe, you got 380 bucks. If anything, if local, let's just take a look. At what eBay has to offer, because sometimes Facebook Marketplace. Look at this. Wait up. So you can get. Okay, what's up with this card? No box, Founders Edition. Oh, place a bid. Dude, there's 0 bids, but you can buy it now for $330. Shipping is 13 bucks, so it's still under $350 for a 3080 Founders Edition. Is there something wrong with this card? What's up with this? There must be. Looks new, not tested. I pictured everything that comes with it. I know nothing about it. Huh. Yeah, but Abe, it looks like a 3080 or 6800 XT is going to be your best bet. If you can't find anything local, you might try OfferUp. I want to give everyone an equal amount of time-ish looking through their area. So we spent a decent amount of time for you. We found at least what graphics card you want to look for. Now it's up to you to just cross the finish line with whatever deal, whether it be, through eBay. What would you guys risk buying something like this? I mean, it's taken apart. You know nothing about it, but you took it apart? Wait, is this just a cooler? This is just a cooler, isn't it? I just realized. I mean, I saw the picture of this. Let me see. No worries. Jawa deals. You're right. Take a look at Jawa too. We could take a look, but Jawa is online. I think, so we could do a Jawa specific stream. Remind me in a future stream. But this one I wanted to look specifically in people's local areas, which Jawa is not, it's mostly like online stuff. So no, I don't think this is a scam. Okay. This person has 100% positive feedback, 271 transactions. I guess it is considered a scam in that this isn't a full working graphics card. They should have listed it as a cooler / heatsink. There is no, like, the graphics card itself is not there. It's just a cooler. Interesting. How do you get your hands on this and not know what it is and then list it for this much money? Yeah, knows nothing about it but has the whole shroud taken off. They might have just found this or been given this by someone in this form, but the thing is, I don't think they're like trying to necessarily scam, given that they have a decent rating. They could really be, I could see this happening, someone getting a hold of this somehow, and then not realizing this isn't even a graphics card. They listed it as 10 gigabyte. I mean, what they probably did was copied some or mixed some titles that they found on eBay. Yeah. I mean, definitely someone water blocked the Founders Edition 3080, and then this person somehow got the original cooler. But yeah, check their profile and see if they sold more PC parts. Let's take a look. See, the thing is, they don't tell you after, like, I think after 30 days or something. It used to be you could click on the listing of what people bought. Yeah, 187 items sold. So they've sold quite a bit, right? but you can't, I don't know if eBay has done this for everything, but you used to be able to look at what the person bought or sold and look at the old listing. But these are from 6 months ago, past month. So I don't know how long eBay keeps that information for. So yeah, we can't really look at their profile to tell. Either way, I mean, this isn't worth buying. That just definitely caught my eye real quick. But if you want, like, you know, good working condition, come on, where's the 3080s at? I guess we gotta go closer to 400 bucks, huh? 3080, Alienware, the ones that Gamers Nexus gave really good marks to. They gave it props, 380 bucks, you know. Kind of hard to beat this price. Readily available. This is the last one though. 6 has been sold. The only issue is that you're gonna be paying tax, which brings it up to like 410. Let's see, 380, yeah, about 410, 420. That's the only crappy thing about eBay. These graphics cards, which people already pay tax on, and then you're buying it secondhand, and you gotta pay tax on it again, as well as eBay fees. Okay. Let's take a look. Young. Who is Young in the chat? You're looking to buy from the Discord. Here, I need to pop into the Discord real quick. Log in. So we're going to the Discords now. So by order of the Discord messages in the stream submissions is where we're going to take a look for as many as we can. I did not anticipate this being as popular or as many questions regarding it, but here we go. Oh, there you are, Young. Okay, sweet. So we got you. You're looking for $600 in Houston, Texas. Okay. So let's look at Houston. 600 bucks, huh? We'll check OfferUp too. What is the zip code of Houston? Can I not just OfferUp? I need to. So Houston zip code. Sure, we'll just take the first one that comes up for OfferUp. All right, Houston zip code. Local only. Within 30 miles. Sure. So you have $600 to spend, Young, on a graphics card. What are we looking at here? That's like 4070 super territory. Or how much are, let's take a look at the Houston market for like 3090s. All right, so we're looking at both OfferUp and Facebook. Okay, let's see. What up, Beamy Matt? Date listed, newest first. Okay. So 600 bucks, Houston area. What do we got? Sort by recent first. Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of people selling gaming PCs. There's more. I feel like just looking up 3090. Let's see, PC graphics card, PC graphics card, PC graphics card. There's like an equal amount of systems as there is the hardware itself, the individual hardware. Okay, so you've got, let's put 650 and then assume that you can negotiate a little bit. Yeah, I think 3090s are, I don't think they've dropped in price to this much yet. Or, yeah, 4070 Super, well, we're trying to see if, wow, 1 year ago, wait, what is this? Whoops. I totally did not read the Optiplex in that. I just read 3090 and thought that was like a product box, just from that quick glance. I wonder if people are selling these in the used market yet. 7900 XT for 650. Let me check the retail value of these again. Weren't these like $6.99? These have taken a pretty big price drop since they came out. 7900 XTs. Okay, so yeah, around $6.99. Okay, so this one is only 50 bucks cheaper and it's from Georgia. Okay, these are just not popular graphics cards, or no one is selling them this soon after in the used market. Yeah, 7900 XT would be solid, but let me take this off and see if just a generic search for. I said local only. Why did it change to... Huh. There just isn't anything in the Houston market that resembles a 7900 XT or 7900 GRE. You have to go elsewhere. How about Facebook? I'll put the RX in there. Oh, we're gonna have to limit this. I'll put 700 just so we can get some listings to show up. Flower Mound. Where is this with regards to Houston? So this one is $5.99 for a 7900 XT Pulse. All right, where's this? Houston. Oh my goodness. Wait, where's Houston? Yeah. Over here. So this was just the whole Dallas area. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the triangle that I'm somewhat familiar with. But when I started, it was because I started seeing like Fort Worth and then Denton. So I was looking at the neighborhoods, this triangle right here, Denton, Fort Worth. And I know about Denton just because of Jason and his mention and his crew's mention of the Denton boys. But yeah, I was looking at this triangle and was confusing it for this triangle right here, the Dallas, San Antonio, Houston triangle, and I guess Austin in there too. Yeah, okay, this is a pretty good price though. 600 bucks for 7900 XT. That's 100 off of what you can get new. Yeah, so unfortunately with newest first, there's nothing in the area. Oof. Wait, what is this one? 13 weeks ago. 600 bucks. This is your budget? 13 weeks? I'm thinking it might be gone. But this is an XTX. Cash only, local pickup at CVS Pharmacy. I mean, at least they're willing to, you know, go in person, which tells me it's less of a scam. This seems, give me a second. So XTXs are going for around 900, right? Let's see. No, XTXs open box. Okay, yeah. New XTXs are like 900-ish, over 900. Open box you can get them for closer to 800. This one, and okay, so this is in Houston. This is within Young's $600 limit. The price is good. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, it's close to Cypress. This is like a really good deal, and they have legitimate pictures of a dusty graphics card. I'm gonna link this, Young, if I can, even. Aside from this though, in that price range, it's not looking too... This is very likely gone, but unfortunately, we're not finding anything else for that much. Yeah, we can look at like all the 4070 variants. RTX. And we'll put like 700 just to give us some wiggle room. 3070 Ti, okay, Houston. Houston has a 3060 for 250, yeah, so the prices aren't that great. 3080, oof, for a Vision one, 600 bucks. Hey, what is this one? Look at this scam. RTX 4070 for 290. I don't use it no more. I have a 4090 and my brothers don't want it, so I'm selling it for a good price. Oh, okay, maybe this isn't a scam. Public meetup. 4070 for 290 sounds too good to be true. Why could they not sell it at 350? Brand new account, yeah. Here's the thing though. Yeah, brand new account, no profile pic. It's such a scam. Like, everything about it says scam, but the fact that they didn't try to ship it out. So what I'm guessing is they are trying to bait people into thinking it's a public meetup, but as soon as you message them, they're gonna say, hey, I'm out of town. I can have my brother ship it to you after you send me a money order or something like that. Or after you Zelle me the money. Yeah, okay, definitely way too good to be true. 650 for a 4070. What? The 4070 is released at $599. What is this? 3080. Yeah, that's the only one. Let me pull this one back up. Yeah, I'm thinking this is the only one that looks even somewhat reasonable. The fact that it would be a cash pickup. Oh, and someone said, let me see. Reference card is much slower. I'd rather not buy that. Okay, I understand the thought process behind that, but this is a 7900 XTX at the end of the day. The worst 7900 XTX for 600 bucks is going to be a pretty good deal. Like, I understand if you were looking at this and it was going for like the, MSRP of 900, or even if it was going for 800 bucks. Yeah, you could say, you could get an open box one that's a slightly better model. Even a reference 7900 XTX for 600 bucks. Like, at some point, you just kind of have to ignore the specific model, or even you might have to ignore like even the popularity of the card when the performance is on the table for a price like this. Yeah, I would agree with you. If this was listed at the same price as every other 7900 XTX model, then do not get the reference one when you can get like a better, cooler, higher clock speeds for the same price. This one is so discounted that you just, you overlook some of the, or not overlook, but you kind of like allow some of those things. It's been listed for 13 weeks. I saw that, but I mean, other than that, you're pretty much looking. If you can't find local deals, it's not like the price of like brand new graphics cards are that bad. You can get the GRE for 550 bucks. The non-XTX, just the normal XT, you can get for, I mean, if you have a budget of 600 bucks, going over by 90, that's not a small amount, so you might not be able to get that. But you're also looking at what, 4070 Super territory? Yeah, you're looking at 4072. That's, if I can. Why are you showing me all these stupid deals on bundles? I don't want a bundle. Okay, let's see. And they're still gonna show these bundles, aren't they? Of course. Remove combo deal options. There we go. And like some of them have $20 promo off codes. The AMD cards are gonna have better raw raster performance, but I mean, for the performance of a 4070 Super, I I don't have much to complain about this. I have 3 easy flips coming my way. I got an RTX 4070 for 300, 2 RTX 2080 Supers for 150 each, and 3 Ryzen 5600 for 76 bucks each. Where are these all bought from, Casey Walls? Good point. Take a look at your Micro Center. They might have open box deal. Can we look at open box deals in Houston? Demon Mint found a 3080 for the win for 350. Nice. That's a pretty good price. I mean, they are going pretty regularly for like 380-ish, but that's before tax on eBay. Locally, I mean, I've seen them for, when we looked earlier, they were like 380 was the cheapest we can find. 350, that's a whole 10% cheaper about. So, Houston, there we go. So let's take a look if we could change the store. I was like, let's just look at like 7900 XT. Can we look at open box deals? Open box, here we go. 638, not bad for 7900 XT. Okay, because I'm just gonna do a graphics card generic search and see if we could put in open box. 17 deals they have in Houston. All right, what we got? We got a 4070 Ti Super from 365, okay. A 7900 XTX for 953, I don't know about that. This is like the Nitro Plus Vapor X freaking monster model, but y'all know how I feel about paying for super premium models of a specific card. 4080 Super for 1034. 7900 XT, that's one that we just saw, 640. It's a little bit over budget, but I mean, you're getting from Micro Center, which I would trust a whole lot more than a random stranger on Craigslist or on Facebook. Guy needed bail for his wife. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's how you found the 4070 for 300. Was he selling other PC hardware as well? Okay, let's see. I should have note for next stream, future streams. I'm going to post, like, if you want me to search your area, post what hardware you're looking for, how much you have to spend, the location in the Discord. So we still have time for quite a few more, but if you guys could post to the Discord in the stream submissions, Discord link is in the description down below. It just helps keep track of keep track of it, because the chat's moving at however many miles an hour, and I lose messages and stuff like that. If you put it into the stream submissions, it goes in at the order that people submit, and it doesn't get lost in the chat. But looking at these open box deals again, 4070 Super for, okay, I mean, I guess this is a white model, but otherwise this price wouldn't really make sense, because you could get it for this much not open box. 7900 XTX for 875, 4070 Ti WindForce for 640. So yeah, you're looking at pretty much like 4070 Ti-ish, super-ish territory for a little bit more than your budget. But at least you're buying it from Micro Center, or a, where was that one? A 7900 XT. I found MKBHD's PC on my local market, like right now, or did you find it in the past? MKBHD's PC. If you found it now, if you could put that link in the Discord, we can pull it up and take a look. That's funny. But Yeah, young, it's looking like, I mean, looking at the used market, assuming you can't get this card, where is it at? Yeah, assuming you can't get this card, the Micro Center deals for the open boxes aren't that bad. Whether or not you want Team Green or, actually no, I would just go with the Super, brand new for 600. Ignore this one. But this one, it's a little bit cheaper than what you can get them new for. Or get the GRE if you want to stay under budget too. Actually, getting a GRE with tax brings you in at your budget. Well, at least in Washington State, where there's 10% sales tax. Yeah, $550 plus tax. With graphics cards, it is nice if you can find a local deal on used cards. But it depends on very heavily on your area, unfortunately. And if you can't, going for a card like this is not like the end of the world. If you're a PC flipper, maybe, actually no. If you're flipping, so with PC flipping, there's two components to it, right? There's getting good deals and then selling it and getting more for that same item. But then with PC building, you have that with all your components, so you can mark them up a little bit more to a fairer price. Plus you add in your labor costs. I don't know if you're doing this for PC flipping or for your own personal system, but if you're doing it for flipping, yeah, I do understand that trying to go for like a MSRP card is not as, you know, appealing as finding like a good used deal. But if you're just trying to buy this to put in your system to used, this is a pretty good price. Does anyone use Zip on Newegg, or does people buy everything outright? You're talking about Zip like the multi-payment thingy, right? The only time I've used that Zip thing is for your PC upgrade. Yeah, so check out that XTX from the Facebook Marketplace. If that doesn't work out, it doesn't look like there's much in your area. If you need something really soon, a GRE is a really good price for what it is. But yeah, Zip on Newegg. I've done it one time, and it was because they had a deal where if you did it, you got like, I bought a 6600 XT for it for like 189 bucks because they had the deal with Zip, doing like multiple payments. But other than that, I buy it outright. But I understand, you know, depending on your financial situation, you may need to use that. So nothing wrong with it. Oh, actually, I think some people would agree or would disagree with that. And they would argue that if you don't have money to outright buy a PC, you might not be in a financial situation where you should be considering that, like a gaming PC. Like there might be other things that are higher on your priority other than a computer. But I'm sure there's like specific situations of people who need a computer for their, you know, if they're self-employed or something like that, and they're barely, you know, making month's end. There's probably a number of people who do that. So I'm not like one to judge or anything, but yeah, usually I buy all my stuff outright. Mr. TechnoWiz, you cannot send it in chat. Can you not join the Discord? And this isn't me trying to force people to join the Discord, because you can join and leave if you like. It's just a lot easier to get links there. Mr. TechnoWiz, if you want to, you could try to put it into like a short URL and then like put dot in parentheses instead and submit it, and I could put it in like or something like that after you put it into a URL shortener, which I'm gonna have to check on the side first to make sure it is not anything bad. Does Zip have an interest charge? When I did it, there was no interest. But does Zip typically, here, let me take a look. Did they even promote Zip on here for the payments? Oh, 4 payments with Zip. Okay, here we go. An installment fee may apply. For example, if $200 purchase, you'd make 4 $51 payments. Let me zoom in on this. So this is the whole Zip thing. Pay in installments. 34.7 annual percentage rate and a total payment of $204. $4 installment fee is charged at commencement. You pay $1 of this fee as a prepaid finance charge when you make your initial payment today. The remaining $3 including your future payments. Fees can range from $0 to $7.50 from your purchase price. Do they ever actually charge fees up to this much? They charge like $4 for using their service regardless of price. Like even if you buy something $50 versus like $1,000. This is their example. Huh. That's actually a pretty cool business model. For people who spend like on stuff like PC hardware that's more expensive, right? Obviously you don't want to buy like $10, $20 stuff and pay through Zip. But it makes sense. The more expensive something is, the more you would want to pay it in installments. What is their... So it's a 34.7 annual percentage rate and a total payment of $204. I'm not going to try to do any annual like math on the... Is that how it works out? If that was the annual interest rate, it only works out to 4 installments if you paid off, what, after 4 months? Or I guess you do the first initial payment in 3 following months. I use Zip so that I don't invest much into flips. I then use my flip money to pay it off. Huh. Amazon does sell used cards. Their deals are kind of all over the place. I don't think I've ever bought a used card on Amazon because the price was never good enough for me. But yo, what up, Pika Wubs? I watch too many finance YouTubers. I avoid these types of loans, lol. I think Zip is a little different. I don't know if I would consider Zip a shark loan. If at the end of the day, after your payments, you're only paying like $4 extra. I'm not sure if this is always the case, but people who have used it more, is there any type of situation that you could fall in, aside from not paying your payments every single month, that would make this kind of like a scummy shark tactic? I haven't used Zip enough or looked into it enough to tell, but I just use Zip to order 3 motherboards, 3 processors off AliExpress. And at the end of it, you're only going to be paying it. How much are you paying more over what you would have had you pay it off fully for that specific order, Casey Walls? We're learning about Zip here. If you miss payment, they hit you with 30%, if I remember. Yeah, it's kind of like credit cards there. Well, yeah, they're beating on missed payments, but with credit card, it's not even about the missed payments, right? Because with credit cards, all you have to do is make a minimum payment. I'm trying to see with Zip. It seems like it is fixed installed, so you know exactly how much you need to pay each month. And if you pay that much and be done over the course of the... Is it always split to four payments? If you can get interest free at Best Buy, is not bad. Yeah. Wait up. Let me see the MKBHD computer. Did you post? Demon Mitt says the only things you should make payments on is things necessary to live and a business expense if you plan on making a lot of money with it. Yeah, so with Casey Walls, he is doing it to flip computers, which makes more sense now. But for day-to-day personal buying, yeah, I would agree with this advice right here. Okay, let's see. Mr. TechnoWiz, did you post anything about MKBHD's computer? I sent a link. Did it go through? No, it did not go through. Links don't go through. You can't just send them because of YouTube doesn't allow it. You gotta go, let's see. So, for example, if you go to a URL shortener like bit.ly, or, never mind, bit.ly is not free. If you go to freeurlshortener.com, So you can get a link like this, but then you could post it like this. There's a way to post it so that I can go through and put in the periods and stuff like that. Yeah, I know, right? Dude, a lot of what used to be free URL shorteners are not free anymore. I think Bitly used to be my go-to. Now they limit you to 10 links a month. And you gotta like have an account. It used to be you could just put in whatever and you just instantly get a link. But now they put it behind like it makes sense, right? Obviously they are providing a service, but me being a cheap ass. Plus there's also other free alternatives out there. Like short URL. This works, I think, hopefully. Oops. Yeah, so you take a long URL like this right here. Shorten URL. Yeah, see, short URL. This is still a free one. So I usually just use whatever free ones. One more thing, if you use Zip, it will hurt your credit rating, even if you pay it off. Wait, seriously? Is it treated so similarly to like a loan where it affects your credit rating? It's like a small loan, yeah, but... Whoa. Zip hurt credit score? Generally, no. Zip Pay does not report to the credit bureaus and as such will not impact your credit score. Okay, what else? When you apply to Zip, a hard credit check is not performed, which means there's no impact on your credit score. Does Zip affect your credit score? Despite this, Zip can still oh my god. Yeah, you would, if you are, it's funny, the internet will always tell you both answers, but you would have to do more digging because it doesn't look like there's a clear answer. I don't know what cushion.ai is, but just a heads up about the Zip thing. Seems pretty good, but they do check your credit score. It's not hard, it is not a hard pull, so yeah, not a hard pull, like compared to when you buy a house or like a car or something. Interesting. And then there's people in chat who are saying from experience it will not. So I think using it like once to try it out isn't gonna be the end of the world with regards to your credit score either way, especially if you make the payments on time. But yeah, use it to your own discretion. The only thing that I have a loan on is our house. I have no car debt, no student debt. I'm trying to think of, yeah, I have credit card debt, and that's just because I pay things with my credit card and pay it off every single month. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Fiery Phoenix, I'm new to the channel. What's up, Fiery Phoenix? We are just hanging out. We were browsing for graphics card deals for people, but then we got into this discussion about Zip payments through like websites like Newegg and making payments for just anything. I guess you could make it for non-PC hardware too, like on other websites. But yeah, we were just looking at this just to see like if it's worth doing or not. And quite a few people it seems like quite a few people in the comments use Zip. Actually, you know what? We have not run a poll in so long. Time to run a poll. Have you ever used Zip or a similar payment plan for a non-essential purchase? Non-essential being like, you know, friggin' games and stuff like that. You know what non-essential is. I don't need to explain that to you guys. If you can't get a house from using Zip, you weren't getting a house anyways. Oh man. Zip Pay and Zip Money are two different things. Are they under the same, like, what's it called? Parent company though? We've been pollless. We've been pollless for the last few weeks. I know, right? Have you ever used Zip? I mean, of the votes so far, we're getting like a third of the people voting saying that they have used Zip before, which is actually surprising. Is that coming from a place of privilege on my end for not having to usually make payments on non-essentials like this? It might be. Jason would say I am a coastal elite who can afford to buy anything I want at any moment, which is not true. Oh yeah, and then there's Affirm too. A lot of websites use Affirm. I use Zip mostly for essential stuff. I've seen where you live. Everybody's seen where I live. I've shown my house many times on LAN party stories. I am a dual income, no kids though. What do they call that? Dinks? I use Ziply mostly for essential stuff. You use it for essential stuff, but I have... Huh. Okay, did Tech ever get that link to work? Mr. TechnoWiz, did we ever get a link to MKBHD's computer on Facebook Marketplace? Why not finance at Best Buy? I've actually... Well, it depends. Okay, we're gonna end this vote. It's been pretty... For all the votes that have come in so far, people have used Zip. About 1/3 people have used Zip, 2/3 have not. Now let's go to Best Buy. We gotta ask a poll about Best Buy. We're gonna call it a major purchase over $100 for a single item at Best Buy within the last year. So have you made a major purchase? So we're not talking about going in to buy gift cards. We're not talking about going in to buy like some, you know, rinky-dink headphones, just temporary headphones or something. We're talking about like, have you gone in and bought, I don't know, some piece of hardware, or I guess like a peripheral, or even like a game or something like that, from Best Buy. Like, Best Buy is one of those interesting stores where I feel like with, you know, Amazon and everything else that's available now, unless you need something the same day, you're not going to Best Buy anymore. When was the last time I stepped foot into Best Buy? It must have been months now. I go to Best Buy at least a few times a year, but when I go to Best Buy, I don't really purchase anything. It's usually to take a look around because, you know, my wife wants to go to Sephora next door or something, so I go to Best Buy. Or like to kill time when we're meeting up with people and there's a Best Buy nearby. I have not... The last time I went into Best Buy to buy something was for that, I think, RTX 4080 for my brother-in-law. That purchase. But I think that was about it. Mr. TechnoWiz is working on the link. Okay, no worries. Alright, Best Buy financing options. Oh yeah, PayPal's nice too, but not every place takes PayPal. A lot of the major online stores do, but... store-wide financing details. No interest if paid in full within 12 months on store-wide purchases. So they do put a minimum on this. When they say store-wide purchases, I'm guessing they mean order, right? So if you buy multiple items totaling $2.99, it doesn't have to be like a single item. No interest within 12. If paid within 12. Wait. When you use your, so you have to sign up for a credit card. You have to use the credit card. Interest will be charged to your account from the purchase date if the purchase balance is not paid within 12 months. So they do fully apply the interest from the purchase date. So that 12 months if you don't pay it off. So it's not like they start the interest afterwards. No. There is like this accruing interest on the, you know, on your bill. And if you don't pay it the next day after that 12 months, it's like the whole cycle worth of interest. Dang, okay. Peter Burston says, Best Buy I rarely go to nowadays. I only go there if I can get it there same day. Yeah, but even then, like, I rarely need anything same day. So, I mean, it's not, Amazon's like an evil mega corporation, right? But, you know, I still buy from them and support them. So, what about Circuit City? Oh, man. There were Circuit Cities around me that have now been repurposed, but you can still tell it's a Circuit City. Like the store shape. What is that? There's a like kitchen appliance store that has that. Is it Judd and Black? Yeah, here it is. So what used to be Circuit City in my whole, where I live now, you could tell that was a Circuit City, is now a Judd and Black appliance store. If I can find a better picture of it. Oh, here it is. Oh, wait, I found the best picture. Look at it. Boom. Nothing says Circuit City more than a big power block brick. And now, not red anymore, painted in blue. I love when companies take over CVS and Walgreens, but change nothing about the layout or the building. Yeah, I mean, when you think of iconic building shapes, there's like Pizza Hut, Circuit City, and probably a handful of others. But I always found this one funny. How about Fry's? I don't even know what's at the Fry's in our hometown anymore. Like, I don't think they demolished the building. It's just nothing now. Let's see. Fry's Electronics. Okay, so yeah, I wonder if I go to here and go on Google Maps, go to the street view of the Fry's. Nope, that's not it. Let me see if I can find it. Fry's permanently closed. Here we go. There's the Fry's. But if I go to the street view, what happened to this place? We match internet prices, they said. I don't know if this is a... Huh. Alright. Techno just got into Discord. Yeah, I don't think they've updated this Google Street View of Fry's ever since it closed down. Or they did, and this is just what it is now. Okay. Where did you post it to? The MKBHD computer. Final Fantasy 9. Okay, general... Oh, you can put the link in the stream submissions, right over here. Stream submissions. Cool Boxy says, wait, is that only for Best Buy credit card? It doesn't seem to have anything about buying actual items. it is for buying items with the credit card. I couldn't find anything else about if you buy without using the Best Buy credit card. But I don't know. If you are a frequent Best Buy buyer, that doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. To open up a Best Buy credit card so that you can take advantage of that. Though, then again, you get back into the argument of people saying, should you be making that many purchases on credit, essentially? Interest-free credit, but still. Casey posted 7-liter micro ATX case and fits a 244mm GPU. Just thought others would be interested. Use it for your personal build. This looks like a suitcase. Kind of. Like a tall suitcase. So it's AliExpress, 50 bucks. Wait. How does this work? So, but you need a flex power supply. And if you want, so you might have to buy a riser cable. And it goes up from there. So with no riser cable, which means that you could do an APU build, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, this you have to, if you have a dedicated card, you have to put it on a riser. So you need a flex PSU. Is that, what is this case material? Metal panel on the side. Is this acrylic? This must be acrylic, right? This right here? It's not letting me like zoom in on the picture. But is that an acrylic? This right here, this thing. This is a pretty cool looking case. Very unique form factor. It's micro ATX though. Interesting. So you can't fit micro ATX or ATX. You would have to use a low profile, like a low profile cooler. And then your graphics card. Yeah, the Flex PSU thing is would be the only detractor for me. And then the acrylic potentially too, but I guess it's not clear acrylic. It's kind of like a frosted one. So if you do get scratches on it, or you know, you get little nicks and marks, it's not as noticeable as when they try to do completely like clear acrylic. So okay. What hardware did you put into this, Casey? All right, we've got, let me see, stream submissions. All right, we got Mr. Tech Wiz in here posting Origin. This is MKBHD's, wait. Remember that PC that Marquez Brownlee, aka MKBHD, showed off a few years ago? Price $900 or best offer. Well, here it is. It's up for sale at a deep discount. When he made the video on it, it was brand new, $13,000, and now it's only $900. This is in Morris Plains, New Jersey. Okay. The only difference is that it doesn't have the Samsung drive it had initially, but it has up to 4 terabytes of space on 2 drives. Yeah, that's not bad. Who cares about the drives? Also, it is drivable if you want to use it for that, but at least it makes it easy to transport it around. Wait, 900 bucks and you get an electric toy Tesla thing with X570 board, Ryzen 9 3900X, 2080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM, 4 terabytes of storage space. Because they said there was 4 terabytes. Hard cooled or hardline custom loop. RGB Corsair fans. 900 bucks? This actually doesn't seem that bad. It is such a niche thing though, but okay, let's see. 3900X, how much are those even going for? It was $13,000 when it came out. Let's see, 3900X MSRP. Did it sell? Yeah, it must have gone fast. Well, not only, regardless of like how much is actually worth hardware-wise, the fact that like this was owned by a certain person, which normally, I don't idolize content creators and tech content creators. But come on, I bought the man's shoe, for crying out loud. But no, this would have been a cool piece to have. How much is that Tesla toy worth? But okay, 3900X MSRP was $500. Okay, what is its current price on eBay? They're going for under $200. You can get them as low as 120. Is this legit? Yeah, it looks legit. 3900X for 120 bucks. That's crazy. But so yeah, the hardware in here, you know, and it's got a 2080 Ti, which is worth a few $100 or so. 32 gigs of RAM. So it's probably not an equivalent of 900, but even if it was like worth like it's probably worth closer to $700-800. You know, because it's a fully built PC. But you got the freaking custom hard loop in here. Yeah, I would have bought this like instantly. This is cool, and it's completely custom, and the specs are pretty legit. You know how much Corsair like water plates and stuff are? The reservoir, all that. Yeah, very cool. Who was this sold by though? Oh, this was sold by Jono. Okay. Yeah, so this did not go into the hands of somebody who then sold it. This was like, because Jono works for MKBHD now, right? So this was like them selling it to the next direct buyer. $13,000, does that include labor? Well, it depends on how much this little Tesla toy thing is worth. Radio Flyer Tesla Model S. MSRP. So that electric car toy is about $500. How did they... We would have to watch the video to see why that was $13,000. Wait, and was this custom built by Origin? It must have included the labor. And it's Origin PC. For a limited time, you can... Well, so it's almost 13.5. It was $13,000 is what they sold it for. So yeah, there's labor cost in there. Yeah, Origin sold it for that much. Still though, dude, at the time, did they have a year on this? So this was 4 years ago. Almost exactly 4 years ago. A couple days off. Even then, I mean, with how much like the MSRP of the different hardware was, there's no way this was more than like, you know, in parts anyways, not counting the custom stuff, in parts, like a few grand. Probably like 3 to 4 grand from, I don't remember how much 2080 Ti's MSRP'd for, but yeah. Oh, it's not worth that, but that's what they overcharged for it. Yeah, exactly. Casey put a Ryzen 5600 Maxon Challenger B550, 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte M.2, 12 terabyte, 2.5 inch, 12 terabyte laptop spinner drive. Did they make them that big? How much those go for? 12 terabyte, 2.5 inch HDD. Where do you even find a 12 terabyte 2.5 inch. I'm only seeing 3.5. I'm not able to find 12. Did you typo that? There's even server. Here's the thing, or here, let me check eBay, because they would make their way into eBay. Even if it was a server drive, what's the largest capacity? Seagate Barracuda. Here, I'm trying to find even a use listing. I'm trying to even find a product page, a spec sheet for 12 terabyte, 2.5 inch. Because, let me see. Okay, that's what I was thinking. There's, I know 2.5 inch because of the platter size. There's like a limit to how big they can get. I don't know how big that is, but it looks like Google says it's 5 terabytes. I'm not sure if this is true or not, but either way, yeah. So that makes more sense. 12 terabyte, 3.5 inch, RTX 4070. Geez, it's literally the size of an Xbox One S, except with a 4070 in it. How's the noise levels in that case though? All right, y'all. Apologies. I should have thought this out more. I thought we were gonna get like only a couple of interested parties. Next time we do something similar like this, I'm gonna request at the start of the stream, people post in-stream submissions, and I'm only gonna go after I give the go-ahead, not because I know people might do it ahead of time, to post in the stream submission so that we can keep track of people's requests, so I can look through them in the right order and not get lost in the chat. But we did take a look at like 4 or 5 areas today. Unfortunately, yeah, it's looking like the used market in a lot of your guys' areas is not as good as either eBay or just straight up buying brand new from Newegg. So that was really fun though. It definitely like gives you a broader perspective if you are someone who lives in an area that has really good PC hardware prices versus, you know, or what everybody else is kind of dealing with. But at the end of the day, having websites like Newegg and Amazon and eBay where you can get anything shipped to you if you can find a decent enough deal, that's kind of like, you know, the silver lining. So is Nobe making us dox ourselves now? Come on now. What, knowing your general city or your zip code is not enough to dox a person. I mean, in that case, I dox myself because my P.O. box gives away my general area. How old was that Facebook listing, by the way? For the custom PC a week ago. Dang, this was listed recently. Oof. I bet they got so much interest in that. But yeah. All right, so this is like near the end of the stream. Have a pretty hard. So every Wednesday, just for those of you who don't know, every Wednesday night, me and Melissa go roller skating. They open at 8:30 to 11. For adult night, which is 18 plus. So we go roller skating, but before that, we usually have to get a bite to eat. So that's why more recently, I've been cutting stream off or trying to cut stream off at a like pretty close after the 2-hour mark, just to give us time to prepare for that. But yeah, now I need to buy the rest of the hardware to mount on this. And once they get built, I will show y'all. I haven't even put these on yet. Let me put them on to make sure they fit. Because if they're too big, they do have free returns. So I can return them and get a proper size. Backwards skate. Wait, can you put on the shoes now? We had the same thoughts. Let me see. Let me loosen them up a bit more. They do have like a springiness to them. Like the material. You see that? It's not like what's it called? It's like a elastic like a, not like polyester, but like a, it's more of a, it's like a elastic material, which, or is that the laces? No, that is the laces. But on the shoe, it's like partial. What is this material called on the shoe? It is some, I'm pretty sure this is like faux leather. And then whatever the heck this material is. It does have elasticity. Ooh, size 7s fit like a glove. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, these are like a perfect fit. They said these run a little bit smaller. So like, yeah, these fit nice. They are comfy. Now we'll be skating on them. Make sure you hit Spatula City before the skate rink. Is this like sneakerhead talk? What is Spatula City? Tectonic says finals are actually gonna kill all my brain cells. Oh yeah, is that like finals before spring break? Is that how late? How long were quarters in school again? It's been so long I've forgotten. In college, you're only having oh, AP exam. Never, sorry, I was thinking about college. But are you talking about high school? Because you're talking about AP. Yeah, so. Yeah, if I could. They're just out of angle. There we go. These are new, so I don't mind stepping on the table with them. But they fit really nicely. Oh no, the signal. Elusive Electron, backward skating only. I recently mastered backwards, not mastered, but started to learn skate backwards. I'm pretty comfortable with doing it now. Now I'm working on backwards crossover. But yeah, every time we go to the rink, I work on a new like skill to try to get better at. And we've been skating since the beginning of the year, so it's been 4 months now. And yeah, I've been making decent progress. One of these days I'll show you guys a video or something like that, but what is Spatula City? Do I need to look this up? Oh, you're talking about the song Spatula City. I've actually not heard that song. Spatula City commercial 1989. Okay, I definitely looked that up before, as we head there now. No, I don't skate on a skateboard. I was talking at the beginning of the stream, I'm going to turn these shoes into roller skates. Quads, not inlines. Because inlines are blades. But yeah, roller skates. Next up, Nernabudget becomes an aggressive inline skater. No. This is just like a side hobby thing that's like surprisingly like kind of like therapeutic, but also fun too. It's something that physical that never mind, I'm not gonna go there. But it's something that my wife and I can do. It's like a new hobby that we both picked up together and are enjoying. Othniel, did I say that right? Othniel, hi Nernabudget. Do you think cable extensions are safe? I plan on getting a handmade one, which are not that expensive, look safe. It depends on where you get them from. Cable extensions are safe if they use the properly gauged wires and don't cheap out, I mean, for the connectors, like the part that you crimp onto the wires, that's like, I don't know if you could have like low versus high quality of that, but yeah, wire gauge is probably going to be the biggest important thing. For that, where are you getting them made? If it's from like an Etsy shop or online, I think it should be fine. If it's from someone who like makes a lot of extensions, even if it's not one of the big companies like Cable Mods and stuff, I think it should be fine. Though you could also usually buy them, like, depending on where you are, judging by your name, I don't know if you're from the US or not, but Amazon has plenty of options. If you're not from the US, I'm sure AliExpress can ship to wherever you are. Some cable extensions, but if you're looking for like a custom colors and stuff like that, then PSU cable extensions. Yeah, I mean, you could get whatever you want from AliExpress, but yeah. Deal hunting for a pair of skates in my area? No. The thing about skates is it's a pretty niche hobby to begin with, and then for like my foot size, I'm a size 7, so there's like not a ton of options out there. So I had to buy my first pair of skates new from Amazon, which was the equivalent of like buying like a pre-built computer, but now the second one, I'm gonna build it from the ground up. So that's like building your own computer. That's why I say pre-builts aren't that bad, because it gets you into the hobby, but then once you start getting into it more and more enthusiastic about it, then you could build your own. So just how I feel about pre-built and custom-built PCs is how I approached it with my roller skates. Optimum Tech had a guide for custom PSU cables. Yeah, I've made my own custom cables before too. To be honest, unless you're going for like a super certain color scheme or design, I think unless you have fun, you know, crimping cables and stuff like that and running paracord, it was just way more convenient to buy it. Like the one time I did it, it was for a custom build-off competition, and that was it. Do those adapters confuse PSU power draw? No, they don't. They're extensions of it. And again, if you use, you know, unless you have like some low quality, like the plastic piece that holds all the pins, or like some bad connection, there shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, that's the only thing. So should be fine. I live in Indonesia. It's called Transporter Cable. I have other options too. Yeah, Asia Horse is very well known to like builders here in America. Never heard of Transporter Cable, but for the most part, I would say they should be safe. Will I do another Temu build? I don't think so. Temu, we just looked not too long ago. They still have pretty crappy part selection. For like, I would be willing to do another Temu build if they expand like their part selection beyond what it was when I made the video. Like when I made the video, it was very limited. I still had to supply my the majority, like half of my own parts. Like if Temu could get some graphics cards, CPUs and stuff like that, then yeah, to do a true full Temu build. But Teconic says, I remember buying an RX 55 or 550 for 180 bucks. I was really stupid then. What was their MSRP? RX 550? It was much less than that, because RX 580's MSRP was like 200. RX 550, wait, no, $80 MSRP. And how did you buy an RX 550 for 180? No online retailer would have sold it at that price, I don't think. Unless you're talking about Amazon after the fact. It was 4 GB low profile drives the price up, probably closer to 100. And then during the crypto boom, that's rough. Even during the crypto boom, I felt like with 200 bucks, you should have been able to buy like at least a 570, if not 580. Cable extensions flip PCs faster. I can see that. Yep. Othniel says, I mean, the handmade cables look trustable since they wrote a bunch of electro stuff like HCS term on the description. Okay, that doesn't mean anything. They also showed a video how they crimp cables, which is fine. Just ask them what gauge cables they use. And then, I don't know what graphics card you have, but just make sure you're not trying to run some high-end graphics cards and they're using like some thin gauge wires. But yeah. All right, last couple minutes before stream. Dude, the RX 580 is still a cable GPU. Dude, yeah, it's amazing. What's really cool is that I don't know how far back FSR actually works. You can technically use it on like much older graphics cards, but the degree of its like success and how like it actually increasing frame rates while looking not bad, I think going at least back to like RX 400 series, it's like still passable. I haven't played with like really old, like I don't know, 7950 or something with FSR, but that I should actually. That could be a video idea. They said it's 18 AWG. I think most of the more quality ones on Amazon use 16. Let me see. Let's see. Asia. Let's see what Asia Horse uses. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they use 18 unless I'm confusing it between the 18 and 20. Extension cables AWG. So yeah, okay. They use 18. 18 is noticeably thinner than 16. I've used 18 before. I don't have it on hand, but most of the stuff that you see are 16 AWG, which is kind of weird, right? The lower the number, the thicker the gauge. I mean, Asia Horse does sell some 18 ones, but 18, I don't know how to explain it. It is like visibly, if you saw them side by side, it looks like an anorexic version of extension cables. So depending on what graphics card you're using it with, like do they also make 16 AWG ones that they charge a little bit more for? I would say 16 is pretty much like the standard that you mostly find. And then the super cheap budget stuff on Amazon is done in 18, which is not like the end of the world if you have a graphics card that's not pulling that much power. But I don't know what you have in your system. Just be aware of that. Elusive Electron, what arcade games are you going to play at the rink? We don't play the arcade games. We just go there solely to skate. In our area, the skating rink is part of a it's like attached to a bowling alley. But yeah, I have plenty of games at home. Which, by the way, what games are y'all playing before we end the stream in the next 2 minutes? I've been playing the crap out of Fallout 76. Fallout 76 was a terrible game on launch. I didn't play it on launch, but I watched enough content to see how crappy it was. I started playing Fallout 76. I started playing actually like a couple of months ago, but then put it down for a bit, and then the Fallout TV show came out. Then I started playing it again recently, and I've been putting a lot of hours into it. It is really fun. I would try to bowl with rollerblades. I don't think they would allow that at the alley. Still playing Starfield and just picked up. Nice. Yeah, Fallout 76. Okay, here's my I want more people to play Fallout 76 because as like a person who mainly plays massively multiplayer games, Fallout 76 isn't an MMO in a sense that each world is only limited to 24 people. But the beauty of Fallout 76 is that if you want to, you could play it as a solo game. You could just do the missions. You could do there's main missions, daily missions, and then like side stories and stuff like that. But if you wanted to, you could also hop and play as a group. So you have a choice, and it feels like a Fallout game. Like the world that you're in, the dialogue with NPCs, all that stuff. So it's interesting because you make your own character, you build your own base, and you kind of set your own story, kind of. And there's tons of different builds, as always, like with Fallout games. But the fact that it has the multiplayer aspect of it makes it more fun. Because I'm a person who, it's hard to get me to sit down and play a single player game. I like the constant like player interaction that exists in MMO games. And it's also not super competitive. There is PvP in Fallout 76, but it's kind of like busted and unbalanced. It's more of like a PvE multiplayer game where you fight against swarms of enemies or big bosses with other players who are also in power armor and stuff like that. So I don't know, it's been really fun. I've been enjoying it. It can be a grindy game if you want to treat it like that, and I am one who is addicted to grinding games, which is probably why I like MMOs, and I've probably spent the most hours playing different MMOs throughout the years of any type of game genre. I'm a person who likes to grind, so. I heard 76 is crazy good now. I need it. Yeah, 76 is really good. If you have Game Pass, it's on there. If you had Amazon Prime, I'm not sure if it's still free, but they did give it for free or let you try it for free. Gray market key selling websites, that's where I got mine. I got it before the whole like Fallout 76 popularity or Fallout popularity from the show and stuff like that. I got it for $5. So it's super cheap. Steam key, $5. But yeah. I've never played Osu before. Are the ARC A770s good options? I've mentioned this many a times on streams before. I would not recommend an ARC A770 if you're trying to max price to performance. There's just better options from both NVIDIA and AMD. You would only get the ARC A770 if you want to be down the line, if you want to be one of those people who said, I had one of the first generations of Intel graphics cards years ago. Is No Man's Sky's multiplayer as well, right? Is No Man's Sky... how big are the rooms or lobbies? You can still get 76 on Prime Gaming. It's a Microsoft Store code for PC and the code for Xbox too. The thing is, I think that works out for... Does that work out for Steam? Because you have a Bethesda login account anyways. I don't know if you can log in to your, like... It's just a Bethesda account, so you could connect it to either or, right? I need to look into that more, but yeah. No Man's Sky's multiplayer is absolutely massive, yeah. I haven't played Dark Age of Camelot. No, that was before my time. And just some games do not play as well in present times, but yeah. Skellington Music, hello boss. If I sent you some money, could you build me a PC? So I've been thinking about this before we end the stream. If people wanted me to build their PCs and ship it out to them, and they paid for the parts, and they paid for the shipping, I could build the PCs on stream so they could watch it and they could see how it's done along with all the viewers, and it makes for streaming content. The only issue is that, like, if it gets damaged once it's built in transit, all that stuff, that's kind of a hassle, but that might be worth doing if it just means, you know, building viewers stream or PCs live on stream. I've been playing with the idea. I don't know how many people would be interested in it. I know like people like Skellington as well as others have like requested it, but yeah, let me know if that's something that you guys would like to see. The only issue with when we build stuff on stream, I can't focus on chat and do stuff as much. It's pretty much dedicated, we're building the PC, as opposed to something like this, it's more personal and you know, there's a back and forth interaction that I can do. Free content plus profit? I don't know if I would profit off of it. I don't know if I would charge extra on top of the parts and shipping. It would literally be building for free, but I would do it during the stream time slot anyway. So it's like they are providing me with content and I give them a built PC. But yeah. Mountain Dew it, potentially sponsor? Yeah, maybe. So there's different ideas that can come about with this, but building PCs for viewers on stream, yeah. I'd watch you build a PC for others. The issue is, I guess it's not really an issue, but I think it trims down the list quite a bit once. So the person has to pay ahead of time, and I could either pull parts off the shelf or just buy it like brand new from Newegg or try to deal hunt. But they would have to like leave their money with me for like 1 to 2 weeks while I buy parts. And then once it all comes in, I build it and then ship it out. So for anyone who wants a PC built on stream, from the point that they send me money, it would be like a month out until they get their PC. But at least, hopefully they know that I'm not going to rip them off and like steal their money. But yeah. Just mention a lead time for sure. It would like from payment, because I'm not going to start buying parts until people pay and we set like aside, you know, what they're getting. It would, I'm estimating about a month lead time, but it might be quicker. It depends. Like when you buy stuff on eBay, unfortunately, like PC parts, it takes like up to a week to get sent to you. Casey Wall says, I'd love to see you do more small form factor content. If you haven't watched Devin Johnson, he built the smallest 4060 PC 3.59, not 3.6, 3.59. The only thing about small form factor content, and I mean, I've done ITX cases, but I've never done like really small form factor. It's just like the price going up due to anything using specialty parts. That's the only detractor for me, but I'm not opposed to doing that completely. Smaller form factor PCs. And the issue is like, I've built my audience around more budget conscious builds. I feel like anytime I put out stuff that's not price to performance and that's more like aesthetics, or like for this one, focused on small form factor, which is definitely going to kill price to performance, the viewership just isn't there for it, and that hurts the channel at the end of the day. But I don't know, we'll see. Once I start with the long form again, which should be coming out soon here, the PC is sitting in the back there. I'll definitely consider it. S10 Draven says, what was your favorite MMO? World of Warcraft Classic, all time. That's not even a question. Very generic answer. Many people put World of Warcraft Classic as their favorite MMO. But that was mine. Played it when it came out, basically the fall of 2011. Oh no, 2004. Sorry. What am I saying 2011 for? 2004. And no game has been able to... I've put the most amount of hours into World of Warcraft Classic plus Vanilla specifically, and now Classic Hardcore. But, alright, that was the last. We need a Time Crisis MMO. We need more shooter MMOs. Can they make a World of StarCraft, please? Okay. This is, that's like PlanetSide kind of, right? Except that's also like a limit of how many people. We need a PlanetSide 3. But everybody, thank you for a very fun, eventful stream. Chat was going really fast tonight. I'm sorry if I missed any of your comments. Again, when we do stuff with the stream submissions in the Discord, that's the easiest way to get me to see something, because you can send links and stuff there. But I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday or Thursday, wherever in the world you are. Have a great rest of the week and have a great weekend coming up. And yeah, I will see you all next time. See ya. LAN party, yes. People keep saying LAN party. I forgot to answer those questions. LAN party, I already said not until like early June. So there's that. But yeah, have a great one, everyone. Bye.